Australia is looking to replace its 6 Collins-class submarines in about 2030. They've been in service about 10-15 years. They've had a number of problems with them, but right now they've worked through those problems and they're looking to look to the next stage. Now, what they're going to do under Project C1000 is replace them with 12 submarines with a much greater range and probably greater capabilities. In the last 6 months, what we've seen is that the Australians have been looking at where they can go, where they can buy these submarines. They've been looking at trying to build them indigenously, and they've come to the conclusion that they don't really have the skills or the depth of experience needed to build 12 advanced submarines. They've looked towards Europe, which has provided submarines in the past. They also, probably the prime candidate has become Japan. Now, Japan's actually looking to export military technology. It's part of its kind of new export defence policy, which has come in the last 2 years. And it makes sense for Japan because Japan really wants to kind of make a big splash on the international defence market. It makes sense for Australia because Australia is looking for some really good top quality diesel electric submarines. Japan has a Soryu class. The Soryu class is probably, most people think it's one of the most advanced conventional submarines in the world. You would say it's probably the crown jewels of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Why Japan wants to sell it? Well, do they really? That's a big question at the moment. The Japanese are looking to supply the replacement because Prime Minister Abe and Prime Minister Abe have built quite a good personal relationship, and on the back of that, they both have shared interests in the Asia-Pacific region. That shared interest, one of which is, of course, China's rise and how that affects the maritime sphere, whether it's the South China Sea or the East China Sea. Both of them, of course, are US allies, and the US is quite eager to have its allies in the Asia-Pacific region work together and also to share military equipment. The biggest probable hurdle to the sale is the fact that it is really top-end Japanese kit. Now, do the Japanese really want to let another country, even a friendly country, have access to this technology? That's probably the number one thing. The second thing, it's going to be very, very expensive. Because Japan's defense industry has only ever sold into the Japanese domestic market, their kit doesn't have economy of scale. It means it's probably the most expensive per platform or per unit in the world. That's really going to have a big effect on whether this deal goes through. Another thing that could happen would be that there'd be a change of government either in Australia or in Japan. Now, the Labour opposition in Australia have said that they will oppose any deal because they want to support local Australian industry. On the other hand, unlikely, but if a Democratic Party of Japan government came back to power in Japan, they would probably oppose it because they know that it would irritate China.